Welcome everybody to the news/opinions video that I always do. Everything has my opinion, so take it as you will. Hate it or love it, I'm still going to be here, still going to be giving my opinions, and still going to be doing my video. We move on to Functional Taigaholic. Proud stray dog Taigoon and Taiga simp, making cute and funny Taiga videos on YouTube. Watch Taiga on Twitch. Here we go. What are we talking about today? It's involving Taiga, actual Bungo Taiga, who was Bungo Taiga, now Taigaholic, and TaigaVS from VSekai. Apparently there were people who got things confused between the two of them, and some stuff happened. It says the Salvi guy is Marina's friend, by the way. For those who don't know, Marina had it out for Taiga and played a big role in getting Taiga blacklisted by spreading lies about him. What happened? What happened to this whole thing? Why is Salvi even talking? Why are people even talking about Salvi? Why is this whole thing happening? Well, Taiga from VSekai, not Taiga from Taigaholic, made a Google Doc, which has been deleted, by the way. It has been deleted, and it has disappeared. No one made a backup. No one made anything, so I don't have access to the actual one, so I'm going based on information that is out there. I know that can be dangerous, but hear me out. Let's see what we can get. We are talking about refuse to stay quiet any longer. My experience with Taigaholic, Sabertooth Tora. Taiga has a lengthy history of toxicity and harassment. Generally one of the most manipulative creators in space, and I'm so sorry that you were a target. Taiga was not harassing anybody. Taigaholic was not harassing Taiga. What this one supposedly was, based on the information that I've been able to gather, is that Taiga felt that TaigaVSekai felt that Taigaholic was vague posting about them, and that vague posting got some of the people's fans, etc., against them. Alara says generally thought it was understood and agreed that Taiga had been exonerated of all their prior stuff. And here's the thing, it's riddled with a bunch of vague misunderstandings and personal beef that was never meant to be public anyways. Don't buy the excuse of any kind to not willingly reach out to Taigaholic personally to settle the score. Exactly. And here's what Functional Taigaholic has to say about the thing. Well, I don't like you in your content, but it's actually ridiculous. A lot of familiar faces that had no problem slandering Taiga 3 years ago, and still do, will latch onto this. Take notes. The VTuber community has horrible reading comprehension when they see a Google Doc claiming things. Oh boy, talk to me about horrible reading comprehension in the VTuber community and a Google Doc just done to harm someone else. Oh my god, I kind of have experience on that. I kind of have a lot of experience in that. Former friend stabbed me in the back, made a Google Doc about me. Kind of that whole thing. Doc is full of red flags and most people will only read the headline. You say some of the friends warned you about Taiga being a horrible person and they have a history, just like what Nuxtaku said when he slandered Taiga. He got his info from a friend of his too. Everyone has these horrible stories about Taiga, but the only evidence they cite is a Google Doc that has been debunked years ago. You're being lied to. Who are they? You say they were targeted, prove it. You're generally baffled that a talent manager would try to contact you first, a serious issue involving harassment in their community. Do you even hear how that sounds? You were literally talking to them this week. When you were directly asked, and it goes on, when you were directly asked to provide more evidence of harassment, you refused to do so. Plenty of people in Taiga's community were supportive of you when you spoke up about your harassment. You seem to have a lot of positive support in general, besides the random screenshots and one DM you provided. Where is this mass harassment? Can you provide timestamps? Where is the immense hate comments? If it's been actively happening, you put more in the doc. It continues on. I'm just kind of paraphrasing at this point. Don't support this behavior. No one in our community does. Anyone can literally say they watch Taiga and harass you. People who hate Taiga can claim they are fans to harass you. Very true. People in this thread are going to lie and say that it constantly happens and provide no evidence. Challenge them to show an actual proof. And yes, what are they talking about here? Taiga did not start anything. To be honest, you started things by causing unnecessary drama. Now here we are. This is your best behavior as a content creator. And they're talking about, Taiga's neurodivergence. It wasn't used as an excuse. Like me, I don't use my neurodivergence as an excuse. I just say, give me a little bit of time. I will fix things. My neurodivergence makes it a little bit harder for me to fix things, but I will fix things. As I am an adult, I am responsible for the things that I do and say. It just takes a little bit longer because of neurodivergence. That's all I say. Not an excuse to be forgiven for everything that happens. You claim you deleted and re-uploaded YouTube videos because of this harassment. You can literally delete and block comments. Why would you have to re-upload them to avoid harassment? Where are the screenshots? That type of thing. And here we go. There are some things. Mind you, the time before being warned about them, literally a week or two ago, by my very good VTuber friends who have a history and a lot of general and unknown knowledge of Taiga, I had no idea who the heck this person was, even in full. It all came out of left field, and I strongly feel this was some sort of targeted attack, because I was an indie who was rapidly growing past Taiga. I was getting many opportunities and making amazing friends and connections that even Taiga has. That sounds bitter. strange. I'm going to keep it 100% with you. Even if I do send screenshots, I hope you know this is a mass scale, not just in DMs. Had to delete vids because I got so upset. And of course, it's the person, the manager, asking for, basically the proof. Asking for proof. Proof is in the pudding. And you go here. The reason why I was getting so many hate comments was because I had gotten simple, yet very passive-aggressive comment, which I completely shut down before it got worse, and took the situation and made it positive. As you should, if you're a genuine person and creator. More Taigas is better. Oh my god, really? Let's go. There's no need to worry. All I know, people can get a little on edge because of the recent drama. I'm not malicious at all. I got my name because of the Taiga name pun and all. And, putting other people, mentioning negative things. Taiga is like, huh? Hello, Taiga. Just want to preface before anything gets out of hand for no reason. There's no need to worry at all. I know people can get a little on edge because of the recent drama. I'm not malicious at all. I got my name of the Taiga pun. Personally vibe more with Tiger with the mental aesthetic. I think you're pretty cool though. Actually awesome to see you in the comments. So they try to, make things work well. Typed all of this to create all of it. Seeing the comments around those posts, people were mostly positive and supportive. Any harassment is very much a minority, even if it's shameful and unacceptable. And it continues on with, Taiga really cared. He wouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. Elaborate on part of your document. Or the prioritizing comments on Team YouTube's Twitter about getting his channel back. They claim that Taiga can't be against harassment if they're focusing on getting their platform back. Yeah, it's kind of some weird stuff. And they responded. It said, as a content creator, a ban should always be your #1 priority to get fixed in every situation. Platform is your whole existence. So yeah, they said, no, they definitely can be against harassment. Just sucks that they over prioritize that over something their community is actively doing, which has been public on my end for about a month or so. Massive situation, yes, but there are other issues. But also when it comes to things, it's very clear. Taiga knows, considering their manager had no prior knowledge of me prior to messaging me. Tessa is not their manager, never claimed to be. They currently are their manager, at least what they've told me. Would you mind sharing that? Notice how it falls apart when you ask people for proof. They start making repeated lament, yeah. Seems like some of their things have kind of fallen apart. Big TLDR. Taiga VSekai, and Taigaholic have Taiga in their name. VS has received harassment. Holic fans stopped harassing after both Taigas interacted friendly. Holic apologized in DMs, but didn't publicly address it. Holic vague posts and VS continues to receive harassment. And of course, this is the original document that was put out there. And their apology, which I'm going to go over right now, which they say, I'm sorry, I'm infinitely sorry. Dealing with all this was extremely hard. My hands are so shaky after trying to explain it more clearly on stream. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to come off as rude or like I was trying to harm. I'm so sorry for all the damage I've caused. Just wanted to be heard, but my poor judgment along with my social anxiety made things worse. I'll no longer speak publicly on how I feel. I'll force myself to talk to others even if I'm terrified, overwhelmed. Really hard, it really is. I want to do better. I was really immature. I'm so sorry. I will try my best to move on. My DMs are open. I'm terribly sorry. Try my absolute best, genuinely. I hope you can forgive me. Did not mean to come off as rude. Yet you make a mockery of a serious situation you caused with love, friendship. I'm sorry. Rather than straight up deleting the document, you are a fraud and liar. Hope you enjoyed your time. Of course, people are gonna. This is Twitter. People are gonna be extremely harsh. You and many other VTubers need to learn how to communicate privately, like adults, instead of jumping onto Twitter instantly to quick owns and takedowns. Boy, if I have said that again, I've screamed that since the mountaintops, since the friend that I mentioned before stabbed me in the back. If they would have contacted me beforehand, we could have actually communicated, treated things like adults, instead of them making a Google Doc to smear me, slander me, and then, not like never contact me in DMs. That is bad. And that's why I don't like people who don't do that. It was a big issue with this person as well. This Taiga VS. They should have contacted in DMs, dealt with that in DMs, just like the person who backstabbed me should have done the same. Now, what I want to do is see if we can get a little bit of more context with some actual stuff.
Apologize, speak on things properly, since starting off, of course, I probably most definitely should not have posted the doc, knowing, or even written up that doc. I should have Taiga about it all, but I was very much caught up in my own feelings and anger about everything. And even though I have really bad clearly temperament when it comes to a lot of things, I am very much an impatient person. But I also have struggles with talking to people. But I do agree I should have messaged Taiga. If I had done that, we wouldn't have really been in the situation. The way that I acted last night on stream when it came to addressing things, wasn't really professional at all, but it was more so from a place where I knew that I fucked up as soon as Taiga went live. I have been dealing with a lot of thoughts since last night, because once you like do something and it doesn't... Did you get any sleep at all? No. I only slept about 2 hours.
So yeah, they go on more about this, about everything. At least they're trying to apologize. This was just made for this, about 42 minutes of talking. So just made for the whole situation. What they're talking about is that Taigaholic did actually go and make a stream about it as well, talking about it. And she made a stream kind of in a joking way with, I think circus music and things like that around that time, TaigaVS. And that was very unprofessional. That was very unbecoming of the situation. That was very not good. And of course you have Taiga saying, don't worry, I have so many receipts, it's not even funny. And this is, about love, friendship, I'm sorry. That type of thing happening. And this is a bad situation. Even if you apologize, sometimes it's not going to be seen as in any way heartfelt. It just means for a lot of people it's going to be you got caught. That's why you apologize. I try to take the best out of the situation. I know Taigaholic is a very amazing person. I believe they use the pronoun she. She is a very amazing person, and she is someone who is gone through a lot. And TaigaVS now has gone through a lot. But it's best not to be reactionary and not make Google Docs like that. That's the last thing I'll say about it. It's best not to make Google Docs like that. It's best to talk like adults. Like I said, in my situation, I wish the person who stabbed me in the back had talked like an adult. And then things would have been resolved in a different way. I would have apologized, things would have been resolved, and whatever I did to anger them so much that they ended up making a Google Doc about it, I would have apologized for it, and I would have tried to move on, even if I did nothing wrong, which I feel I did nothing wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong to the same thing as Taiga did absolutely nothing wrong to deserve a Google Doc. I did absolutely nothing wrong to deserve a Google Doc. So it is best always to contact someone if you have that avenue open and you consider them a friend. Contact them and deal with that before making a Google. In the Mint Phantom server, well, not the server, the Reddit, the subreddit, you have Mint discovers bandana underwear snake from OMR Majid. They are the ones who did it, if I'm not mistaken. It's fan art. It's right there. Bandana underwear, and then Mint discovers that Snake discovered bandana underwear. Of course, she is a huge Metal Gear Solid fan, so she would find that freaking hilarious and find it funny. It's a bit of a Mint meme here. I do like putting those occasionally. Connor Dog, as we know, is a good friend of Mousy, Ironmouse, from VShojo. Ironmouse has done a lot of things for the VTuber community. She is a very beloved figure in the VTuber community, but of course, her being so big, she gets some blowback. She gets some very, very unwarranted criticisms and very unwarranted direct attacks at her, and a lot of stress goes her way. So Connor is a friend helping her out right now.
This video is going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that, welcome. Come join the Angry British Man. And if not, don't worry, my normal videos will resume after this one. I just had to talk about this. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online, and I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly using any online platform, especially in my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform in history. Sure, I get $20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant, but there are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry, it'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, Ironmouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch. It was a massive achievement. It was, I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly, this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of shit just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet. So let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope.
I'm not going to go back in time for the full scope of everything, but when it came to the whole Mouse situation, yes. Even Kai Cenat had to come out and be like, don't disrespect Mousy. I respect her a lot. She's amazing for doing this. She's doing this for charity. Amazing. Going forward, Kai Cenat went out on his stream telling his own people, don't go and attack Mouse. Don't go and attack Ironmouse. She's doing this for charity. It's amazing. He respects her. Even Ironmouse was like, Kai Cenat's always been a very respectful person. So this was not Kai Cenat himself bringing any kind of hate towards her or saying, oh man, I'm angry that she's beating me. He's like, nah, man, much respect, much respect. Big W's for her. Because of the fact that he knew she was doing it for that. And he knew that she did not bring any drama anywhere. She's not the type of person to bring drama. Unlike myself, I bring a lot of drama to myself, but other people like Mouse don't. Other people like Mouse don't do anything like that. And that's why they still have a lot of respect from a lot of creators. I will give you a little bit more, but I won't go too far into this.
Of this mess. Yes, you got me. This here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while because this is very Japanese coded. But, you know, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. But I like it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Just see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI, perhaps?
There were, like, I still get it. Are you a furry? No, I'm not. I'm just like, it's called kemono mimi. It's kemono mimi. Neko mimi is like when it's cat ears. Kemono mimi, I have, you know, the tail and the ears and that kind of stuff. I still get shit for that, but that's perfectly fine. That's a part of being a VTuber. That's a part of being the whole thing.
You know, pretty uninspired, insulting comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found Ironmouse as well. Now, Ironmouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do it. And now look.
Yeah, a lot of VTubers, including myself, anonymity. Myself, it's a little bit different. I'm a fucking, I've said it many, many times. I am a Quasimodo, so I don't like showing my face. That's about as far as it goes. I'm a freaking Quasimodo, so I don't like showing my face. Now, Ironmouse, I'm pretty sure she's cute and all that kind of stuff. Doesn't even matter if she's cute or not. The point is, she has decided to be anonymous, and she has done it because, you know, she's mentioned it did give her a bit of, you know, ease of being able to do things and not have to worry about creepy people. But as we've learned from Camila recently, creepy people still find you even if you're a VTuber. But I do hope that Mouse continues to do her thing. She's going to continue to do her thing, and she doesn't get it. She's going to get affected a little bit because it affects everybody. But she always has the best way of reacting, which is just being herself and continuing her amazing content. Dokibird, a VTuber who wants us to keep laughing together, which I agree with, is doing a Oversight Esports collab, which is going to be an Apex Custom geared towards uniting VTubers around the world. So this is going to be VTubers of various different organizations. It's going to be, of course, Regis Altair is going to be in there. The IRS, you cannot take my monies. You will not take my monies. Gen Burton, which I believe is from 100T, the team, the esports team. It's going to be a lot of fun. From what she says in this place here, of course, she said that it is not a very serious, like, oh my god, esports top tier, humongous tournament. It has some top tier people in it, of course, some top tier people in it, but it's not going to be one of those humongoid, like, super sweaty tournaments. It's kind of having fun. Of course, it's going to be a prize pool, but still trying to have fun in it and just having laughs.
And add the music for this one. So let me, by the way, I don't know if you guys realize this. It might be very obvious that I sort of came up with the team name literally after a collab.
After the collab they had,
because
yes.
I thought it fit very well with what I was going through that day. So my team is and everything.
You have DTTO?
Basically, I thought it was a nice touch to show like what company they're part of and everything. So we have Ditto, Amatsuki, and Yuris for Team 2, and their name is Team Ditto.
It's very original.
A lot of these are also like we try to balance with. By the way, I know we did have like we did weave some rules. I know Fonzie might not be a VTuber. Like they were the last minute team I literally got yesterday. So
okay, so that's that one.
Yes. But then like we merged. It was decided early on though. Like it wasn't like last minute merging or everything. We just thought Bao really wanted to play with Uto, and I was like, you know, Uto is a captain, so like if you guys really want to play together, that's fine. So they merged together. So Uto gave up her captain slot to play with Bao and Leah. Anyway, that's Team 4. Ruben, and I was like,
oh god, this one, Chibi Doki and Nags. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. And Ruben Sargas.
G. And then I was like, okay, but like what about he uses like a VTuber model? And she's like, okay, so like yeah, can like match their freak, and that he's pretty chaotic. So Monsoon's the babysitter. I don't know if he's gonna be the babysitter, but Monsoon from Complexity is gonna be playing with Fillion. We have Neko Punch is their team name. I'm sorry, I can't read that character. I don't know what that says. My Chinese is like primary school level when it comes to reading, but I can read old. And I was like, you want a pro player? And then he was like, no, we're not going to win. We just want to have fun.
The Hollow Stars team. Crimson Ruse. All the Hollow Stars team. That's going to be interesting. Armis.
I was like, good for you. Oh, yeah, yes, you see.
Kuro, Michi, and IPN. Very nice.
First, one of our first, not first, we have a lot of rules exception here. On this team.
Kanakalumi, Ember.
All right, next up, Team 11. We have Kohaku's team. So we have Kohaku from Project Kawaii, and she brought in Shiosaki, and also we have a Japanese pro. His reference sheet, which was great.
Amalie, Miss Shadow Lovely, and Albralele.
But I was so this close to just go to his stream and screenshot a picture of him because you cannot find his VTuber model anywhere. She is the
Melisande, Prisma. You have the other teams I'm going to go through quickly. Niyamoka, Annie, and O Nocturnal from Niyamoka team. You have the next team is going to be Restia, KSP. You have RPR, Kaminari Opi from Vispo, Cupid from Vispo, Nekotatsun from Vispo as well. Sorry, I don't have the back name. You have Saikuno, Miss Doctor, and TZ Timmy. I'm hoping I don't miss anybody. Nope, I haven't missed anybody. No, I haven't missed anybody, just making sure. Then we have Tenjin, which is nice. Reru Zensky, and Dez, of course, there. The next team after that is going to be Yagami Tsukumo, Susetu, Kohaku from V, and Reps as well, Team Tsukumo.
When you're at besties.
Then we have Aoharu, Kohaku Teto, One Tappy. You have, again, they're going over all the other teams, I believe, as well. Some of these look like they are repeats. Restia, KSP, as mentioned here. Yeah, some of the other One Tappy, yeah, they're mentioning Aoharu, Teto, One Tappy. All the other ones that they're mentioning there, they're all going to be a part of it. Take a look. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a bunch of wonderful times, a bunch of hilarity happening there, lots of laughs, lots of fun. CottontailVA is in the news a bit today because we are going to take a look at what she was doing. Recently, she had been doing some teasers. This was on the 16th that she teased a little bit of what was going to be happening November 23rd. That time has come and gone. And of course, she had more teasers like you can mention here. You can see here. And now, here we have the new look, new model debut, new album, new merch. Let's get it. Link below. Of course, this is the full-on model that is has the hips covered and everything like that, so it should be okay for Twitch. She's having a lot of merch here, as you can tell. The full-on game mat. The biggest fluffer bundle. Of course, don't make the game mat crusty, you know what I mean. Succubus, Succubunny keychain. Oh, nice, a little bit of both. And then you have the sticker sheet, which is cute. You have, of course, Freem, who designed her latest edgy merch. Congrats on your Lust debut. We have the full look of Cottontail and Cottontail's actual VA large scale. Pre-order Avatar of Lust is descended onto the fluffers. Sitting high above, the dominating, controlling CottontailVA has appeared, showing a brand new form. Novel Horizon sculpture features CottontailVA on a pedestal fit for someone such caliber. So that's her new look, of course. And it's an amazing look. It's cool. It has a lot of detail from what it looks like. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff that's going on here. Yeah, the pedestal, the front, the back. It's very detailed. Side, and of course, the other side. Showing all sides. A lot of detail in there. Befitting of the high price tag. But whenever you're getting one-of-a-kind type of things like this, a small production run of things like this, it's going to be expensive, of course. So, good job. Congratulations to Cottontail. She pushes out the best content she possibly can. And of course, she has an amazing personality to boot. GravePrower is a VTuber who now has a 2.0. It's here in full glory, they say. Superfan 3 absolutely cooked. Seeing old and new in one, just like my style. This is how I always pictured Grave by the looks, and it was nailed 100%. 10 out of 10 service. Kept updates, honest, caring, admitting limitations. One of the best people to work with. So of course, the person who worked with them is this creator here, Superfan 3. They went through and created everything for them. And the 2.0 debut soon to celebrate 1 year. They celebrated their 1 year recently, of course. Looks great. Honestly, did justice with the design. Well, I do need to shake things up, but I want to grow YouTube, but RWBY version isn't doing well. But Grave did change over time. I love the artist's work, especially when I did the Goober Wrench joke. Mainly the artist is behind with it without knowing it. I can't wait to save up to return again. And that's, of course, you know, they've been doing other things out here. This is their old design. This is their new one here. Looks really, really nice. And, of course, good luck to them. And I hope that things always keep moving up. Hololive keeps doing it again. And I'm sure Mori Calliope is one of the people that has been pushing for this. But you had the Ghost X Ghost thing happening recently. Now Mori Calliope is also going with Anti-Social Social Club. More info coming soon. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, just from looking at it, it's going to be Anti-Social Social Club. This one here. Hoodies, t-shirts, hats, beanies, pillows, that type of thing is what they do. They're doing merch. It's going to be a merch drop from what it looks like. If I'm correct, hopefully I am correct on that. It is something new. They say, of course, more information is going to be coming soon because everything is still in the works. Just like the Ghost X Ghost situation had a bit of lead-in time from when I first talked about it to when it actually came out. There's going to have some lead-in time now, and we don't even have anything other than what is shown here. Some teasers in the backgrounds that you can possibly find, and of course, the look right there in the middle. That probably will be on their hoodies somewhere around there. As you can see, they do really good stuff. I'm hoping that it is the same one because just based on, I had to go searching, but just based on the logo, it seems to be the exact same one. So just giving you a little bit of insight into this. It will be another merch drop, and it'll be a fire as the same as all of them are. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of all size, shapes, forms, everything, because I have seen way too much negativity happen recently because I do cover the news, and I want to push other VTubers up as much as possible. We're talking today about Vatic VTuber, who is a Raven VTuber, and they're creating a lot of good content out there. Let's take a look. Raven VTuber, welcome little ravens to the nest. Dumb chaotic bird who gathers all familiars to their cozy nest. Here have a fun, good and crazy time. Of course, let's take a look at some of what they have created recently. Here is when they played Among Us. Let's take a look.
Achievement unlocked. Fix a sabotage that you called. Oh,
Adler, is it you?
No, it's then it's someone then.
what achievement, Vatic? What achievement is that? No way! I just mentioned this.
I'm gonna get someone out.
Wait, did he say an achievement?
No.
Wait a minute.
Did he accidentally out himself?
He outed himself. Oh my goodness.
Vatic,
You had to skip this one time. You had to skip this one time.
No way.
You had to skip this one time, please, God.
Well, no.
You gotta take 9.
Man.
What achievement?
They all voted for him.
Morton, why would you say something, man?
Oh well, there's oopsies. I've had oopsies, and that's a less than that is a small oopsie to have, but it's it's funny. It's funny to see. And of course, Vatic VTuber lore. They have a lore video that's about a year old, but they have their creativity. He has his creativity, and he is having his channel there. I love seeing these channels here. I love seeing and helping others go up, helping others move up, and get more acknowledgement out there. Thank you so much, Vatic, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope that this brings a lot more to you. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.